Hi everyone, Comic Mike here with another video, and today we're going to do a video about Superman. Haven't done a Superman video in a while, so I have some books I haven't shown, so it's time to show some Silver Age and some Bronze Age Superman and Action Comics. First we're going to start with the Bronze and we're going to work our way down to the Silver. And this first issue for today is Action Comics 404. Kneel to your conqueror, Superman. Interesting cover with Caesar. Cover by Neal Adams. Script Leo Dorfman. Pencils Kurt Swan. Genius Caesar tries to siphon Superman's powers into his body so he can become a superhero. And there's an Aquaman and Adam backup story. I didn't realize they had this technology back in ancient Rome. So looks cool. That's what Caesar would look like if he was a superhero and not a tyrant. Next, this is Superman, issue 273. Nick Cardy cover, one of my favorite cover artists. Wizard the Golden Key. Script Elliot Magan, pencils Kurt Swan. A scientist uses the golden eye of Ekron to become a superhero. Then he battles Superman, and there is a backup story of the private life of Clark Kent. Around this time, they created a series that was ongoing called The Private Life of Clark Kent. Really nice cover. Damn those hippies. There you see Superman walking away sad because there's a new superhero in town. Next, another Superman title, and now we're going into the Silver. This is issue 139, The New Life of Super Merman. How often do you get to see Superman as a merman? I believe this was one of the covers that Mike from Chonko Comics and Nerd Culture, when he did his video about some of the dumb covers that they made in the 60s. I believe this was one of them. But still, it's a funny cover. Cover by Kurt Swan. The New Life of Super Merman. Script Jerry Siegel. Pencils Wayne Boring. Superman, Ronal, and Lori fake romance between Superman and Lori so that Lois will give up on marrying Superman. And there you see Lois all sad. And a backup story, The Untold Story of Red Kryptonite. Story by Otto Binder, art Kurt Swan. While rescuing a baby scaff from the bottom of the ocean where it rests next to the red kryptonite, Superman remembers all the times red kryptonite has affected him. And if you read any 60s Superman comics, red kryptonite does appear quite often, a lot of times, changing the appearance of Superman. So those were always fun stories to read, but red kryptonite was very, very prominent around this time in Superman comics. And this is, I believe, the second appearance of Lori Lamaris. Her first appearance was in issue 129. That is one that's on my list. Now, Action Comics 356, featuring Son of the Annihilator, the kid with the super fists. It's a really nice cover. This one's in really nice shape. It's also a Neal Adams cover. Script Leo Dorfman, art Wayne Boring. The Annihilator wants to set up a secret identity like Superman, so he adopts Pocketbook Pete, a young hoodlum who decides to use chemicals to give himself superpowers. Pocketbook Pete. Interesting name. Still, cool cover, good story. This is one I used to have in my original collection. I'm happy to have it back. Another Action Comics. This is Action Comics issue 292, when Superman defended his arch enemy. Interesting concept. So here we have a cover by Curt Swan, art Al Plastino, script Leo Dorfman. Superman is forced to travel to the planet Roxxar to defend Lex Luthor in a murder trial. So Lex is murdering in other planets too, not just Earth. Supergirl and Comet, the Superhorse, second appearance of Comet. Comet first appeared in Adventure Comics 293. The story is about Supergirl encounters Comet for the first time. I'd like to have the first appearance of Comet. Not a priority, but if I come across one, I will definitely pick it up. Another Action Comics, issue 273, featuring Superman in the world of Mr. Mxyzptlk. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, so I'm just saying Mxyzptlk. Really cool cover. I always found Mxyzptlk a really fun character. I first saw him in the Super Friends cartoon in the 70s, and I always thought he was a great character. Cover by Curt Swan, script Jerry Siegel, art Al Plastino. After another round of pranks by Mxyzptlk, Superman travels to the fifth dimension where Mxyzptlk lives to perform pranks on him. So tables are getting turned here. Nice book, but it did have a little chunk missing over here. Not so bad, doesn't really affect the look of the cover. I bought it online, and I don't know, I missed that. It's okay, it's fine. The book is still solid. Sometimes when we look at pictures when we're buying them online, we look very quickly and like, okay, I need that one, and you just, you add to cart and you don't realize it until you receive it. Last one for this video, Action Comics 271, featuring The Voyage to Dimension X. Cool cover. Cover Curt Swan, script Otto Binder, art Al Plastino. Lex Luthor has a plan to trap Superman by posing as aliens from another dimension. A backup story, Supergirl's Fortress of Solitude. Script Jerry Siegel, art Jim Mooney. Supergirl builds herself a fortress and is found by explorers who use this information to blackmail her. I don't know what you're going to blackmail her for. She has no money. But Supergirl should have thought it out better and hid the fortress a little bit better. That's it for the books that I have on this video. I do have a couple of more scheduled for probably tomorrow and on the weekend. I'm still working on the scripts right now. So I have some more coming very shortly. Hope you enjoyed this Superman video. I haven't done one in a while. And I have also a Batman one coming up soon. Just waiting for a couple of more books so I can do another one on Batman and Detective Comics. So please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Which book did you like the best? Let me know. I always like people when they comment. I like responding. Keeps a good communication with the viewers. And that's it for this video. And I will see you on the next one.